Hey humans, I wanted to give a life update slash I've just been really wanting to put something on YouTube, and I just said to myself, you know what, it's not gonna be perfect, just put something up. I'm sick of not having things up. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about my goals for the year. Literally I've been wanting to make this video for the past month, almost and a half. And so here it is. So one of the first goals that I'm working on this year is getting into the habit of journaling. I have bought the 5-minute journal, which Tim Ferriss recommended. I added my own little black binding. I stole it from another journal that I finished a couple years ago, and it's been working out really great. The reason I came to the conclusion that getting a journal would be a good idea and having this become a long-term, lifelong habit was because I recognized that reflection, in my opinion, daily reflection and sort of premeditating what you're going to do throughout your day helps you create priorities in your life, and it helps you get incrementally better every single day. And if you get better every day, there's no saying what you could accomplish in a year or 10 years. So I saw myself sort of going through the motions on some days because I had almost no purpose. And literally the first week I've been able to see the difference in journaling every single day. And it asks you, it gives you a couple prompts, which when I was growing up, my parents got me a journal similar to it. First one is, what am I grateful for? What would make today great? And there's 3 lines for it. And then daily affirmation, I am ... And then in the nighttime, it asks you 3 amazing things that happened today. And those could be, I had a really awesome cup of coffee. It could be something more obvious and big, like I got a raise today. It could be I had a really great conversation with a friend or a colleague. Really, it's up to you how you want to look at it. And part of it, I think, is it could be a snapshot looking back in the past. And the last one is, how could I have made the day even better? And there's been one day so far that I had to really think about how I would have made the day better. So 5-minute journal, highly recommend it for people that are trying to push themselves to become better human beings. This is a really great way to do it, is creating that habit. I know that I've gone on long streaks of it and then lost it, but I'm hoping that this 5-minute journal will be sort of a wave for my future. And listening to a Tim Ferriss podcast when he was talking to Penn Jillette from Penn & Teller, Penn every day goes time traveling, he says. He looks at, I'm going to get the date, the years wrong, but he said he goes back 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20 years. He picks 2 or 3 of them. And every day he goes back in time and looks to see what kind of issues was he having. What was a good day for him, so that he can kind of gauge wow, it's crazy how far I've come. And I think it helps him stay humble as to where he came from, and says to himself, wow, if I was still dealing with that issue a year ago or 2 years or 10 years ago, something's not going right. I need to make action. I need to change myself now, because if I'm dealing with the same problems, I'm not growing as a person. So I just wanted to share that quickly. I got some other things I'm up to. I'll share that in another one, but this is my number 1 top priority goal for the first quarter of the year. I came to it after doing a couple goal setting workshops. I'm just gonna say the rest of it. The other top priority I have for this year is getting a paying coaching client. So one of the things that I love doing is working with people on the goals that they have and things that are important to them. And I've started getting free clients just for practice, working out the kinks in my coaching practice. But just got cut off mid-sentence. Bernie Sanders person was calling me asking if I was gonna vote for him, which I am. What was I saying? Hi, Aspen. So one of the important things for me this year also is to start creating a coaching client business. Finding people that are really jazzed about making big goals happen and helping them accomplish that. Part of the reason that I see that this is big for me is one, because I love it. I see that talking with people about their goals, holding them accountable, and seeing people have unbelievable results is something that absolutely lights me up. I love working with ambitious people. I love working with people that are willing to stay accountable and can be like, you know what, you're right, I have no excuses. So that's the first part. I love working with those people. They make me a better human being. They help me stay accountable for my goals. And two, I see this as a very scalable business for me. I have spoken with, I have not actually received coaching from like a life or goals coach before, where I'm paying large amounts of money, but I know that there are people out there that have very whole careers based on this type of coaching. And when you're helping somebody make an extra $100,000 a year by coaching, why wouldn't they spend a couple $1,000s on your coaching? So I see this as something that eventually I could be making as much as I do as a teacher in, say, a month, a year. And I see it as something that gives me some time freedom, which I don't have as a teacher. Hi, yes, I know you want my attention. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I realized that part of the reason that I have not been posting on YouTube as much is because I have this fear of like, oh, I'm gonna lose subscribers because there's like 4,000 of you, but I only have like 30, 70 real like people that enjoy my content kind of no matter what. I know a lot of people subscribed because they saw my free hugs video, and I know that you're not watching. That's okay, and I forget that sometimes, and I know that the people that accept me and love me for who I am and what I have talked about for a long time, I'm not gonna scare you away. And if I do scare you away from talking about my goals and things that I'm working on, then maybe they shouldn't be subscribed anyway, because they're not my audience. So thank you guys for listening. For the people that are watching and are watching all this way through, I can't quite say what you do for my life, but you help me feel relevant in a way that I don't always feel relevant anywhere else in the world. So thank you for helping me have the confidence to bring other people confidence and cause my students to start YouTube channels and work on music videos and achieve things that they didn't necessarily think they could do. I appreciate it. As always, stay mindful, keep meditating, stay weird, humans.